It's time for the Scott Buening Show. Learn all about Southridge Raider football. This week's show is sponsored by Milligan Communications, Street Dreams, and the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Grosvenor Communications. Go Raiders!
You dream it, we create it at Street Dreams. Custom paint, fabrication, stereos, wheels, tires, and more. We're also your authorized Sinister Sound dealer. Street Dreams, 317-624-1000, where you expect quality and get.
Wanting to scan those old videos, films, or audio to DVD? We'll look no further than Milligan Communications. We can also scan your old pictures, slides, and negatives to picture quality as well. With thousands of happy customers, let Milligan Communications help put your treasured memories on a digital media. Call Milligan Communications today at 812-630-2449. Milligan Communications, capturing your yesterdays.
Hey everyone, Joey Chestnut here, world champion competitive eater. I follow Southwest Indiana Sports Network, and if you're hungry for sports, you should follow them too.
Hello and welcome to this week's Scott Buening Show. And Coach, last week you took on the Heritage Hills Patriots down in the jungle, and you came away a 42-14 winner. Why don't you review that game for us?
I think, both times we played Heritage Hills this year, and we felt like this was very important. We were able to get off to a quick start, I think probably both times we played them, I don't know that we're that much better than them as the scoreboard showed, but, we played well enough, and I think, again, we were able to get off to a good start offensively. The play of the game may have been the third play of the game where we had a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, something along those lines. And, we had a little double move that Coach Ohanian had drawn up. And, Noah and Hudson did a really good job of executing it. And, and hitting it and completing it for a first down was one thing. But then, for it to go for a touchdown, I think, tournament games are, momentum is such a key factor. And, the ebbs and flows can sometimes be a little greater than a regular season game. And I think getting up and then, we were able to get a stop and we got a fumble at midfield. And, I can count on one hand probably how many trick plays we've run over the last 10 years. And we had one that we liked, Coach O drew up to, and, time and location and we executed it well and we're able to get up 14-0 fairly quickly. And we were just able to ride that momentum out, for the rest of the game.
And, when you look at the stat sheet and you got Nycom at total yards 151, you got Wright with 115, you got Hudson Allen with 161, you got Aurelio at 97, and you've got Reed Schrader at 137. And let me say about Reed Schrader before we get started on this. I was on Facebook and read that a Heritage Hills person that I won't name said he's glad that the Patriots don't have to play Reed Schrader anymore.
Well, Reed is and I think what you say here is what what this team is all about. The balance that we've had has been tremendous. We don't have to worry about players and calling plays for players. They're all good. They all do a really good job with the ball in their hands. So we're able to call good plays, based on what the defense is doing, and that's put us in, and that gets us into a good position. And that depth has been key for us, and balance has been key for us this year. You talk about Reed. He's you don't get too many kids like him. He's He's strong. He's physical. He's really, I think as the year's gone on, he's gotten better and better at running back. Even though he's been a 3-year starter, we've had some really good players, and he hasn't been full-time in the backfield up until this year. And we knew he was going to be a tough, hard-nosed runner. He's tough as nails. But, he's also gotten a nice feel and has become more of an instinctual runner. And we put that combination of that physical stature that he has, because he's hard to tackle, and not just because he's big and strong, but because he runs with intensity too. And and he's going to get forward and find a way forward when he runs the ball. And he's certainly, and then you put the combination of, and we've had, Corden really put a lot of emphasis on stopping Reed, and that opened up so many things, in other places. And I think similar happened in the sectional championship game too. He got a lot of tough yards, but it also opened up a lot of things for the rest of our guys, and that's the type of team we have, and that's why we're able to continue playing, and we've needed that balance, and thankful for all that.
And on the game, you ran for 119 yards, but then you also passed for 185 yards. Hudson Allen 5 for 8 for 132 yards, and Levi Nykum threw 1 pass for 52 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, and again, that's something that's I say it's been a strength of ours, and we've had years, even last year, Aiden Yoakum was a tremendous football player, and if you did a good job on him, you probably did a good job on us, and I think the guys, the way they've developed, how hard they've worked in the weight room and on their speed training that we do, and all those kind of things, and you put all that stuff together, and then you put it with the guys who just couldn't care less about any statistical category, whether they're getting the ball or not. They're trying to help us win a game, and that's all they care about. And when you have guys like that don't get caught up in the stats or any of those kind of things, and they just want to go out and win, we're not having to manage egos. We're not having to do those kind of things. And I'm really appreciative of that with our group.
And we're back on the Scott Buening Show right after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brooks Communications.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
This is the most important, amazingest game ever played in the universe. The pitcher is fierce. Danny Roberts is up at bat. And the crowd goes wild. He just won the game. Let's go! Yes!
We protect the car you drive.
Go get him, Danny.
And the dreams that drive you. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Hey everyone, Joey Chestnut here, world champion competitive eater. I follow Southwest Indiana Sports Network, and if you're hungry for sports, you should follow them too.
Takes it, rolls here to the near side, has some time, sets his feet, bombs it down the field. He's got a man wide open. It's Noah Wright. He makes a man miss. He's inside the 25. He's still on his feet, and the Patriots fall down, and Noah Wright's going to go in for the touchdown. 2 Patriots came to tackle him. Levi Nykum wants the pass of it. He's got a guy wide open down the field. It's Arroyo, the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown Raiders.
Welcome back to the Scott Buening Show, and we're joined by WBDC Sports Director and voice of the Southwest Raiders, Kurt Buchsel. Kurt, how you doing today?
Doing great, Joe.
The Raiders won in pretty convincing fashion last week, 42-14 in the sectional finals versus Heritage Hills. Why don't you recap that game for us?
Southwest played very well, much like the first game. Southwest got off to a great start, 21-0 at one point, and then they dictated the way the game went the rest of the way. They took advantage of Heritage Hills mistakes. They capitalized a couple of big touchdowns right before the half, and again, offensively, they were very balanced. Run, pass, defensively, again, Heritage Hills couldn't get much. They hit them with a couple of big plays, but Heritage Hills had a tough time running against Southridge. So once again, it was just a dominating performance by Southridge.
And and when you look at the total yards, Levi and Icahn 155 total yards, Noah Wright 115, Hudson Allen 161, Reed Schrader, which we come to expect 137. And Emilio with 97 yards. When you got that many guys with that many total yards, you got to expect success.
Yeah, they were mixing it up. Everybody got an opportunity to do something with the football, and those guys don't care, who does what. They block downfield. Not only do they run the ball, Hudson Allen had another nice game through the air, hit Noah Wright on several key pass plays. So it was a balanced offense that Southridge used against Heritage Hills again.
And I was reading Facebook, and someone from Heritage Hills, a friend of mine, I won't mention his name, said that he's lucky he doesn't have to see Reed Schrader play against him anymore.
Yeah, Reed was once again very tough. He's tough to bring down. He's just a really good back. He was good defensively. He was right in the middle of that, run defense that Southridge had so much success with against Heritage Hills.
And, this week, after winning sectional, we're going to be playing back at Raider Field, playing Lawrenceburg. What do you know about Lawrenceburg for us?
They're a really good team. They're 11-1 on the season. They got some really good athletes. They really haven't been tested. They lost to East Central earlier in the season, and East Central playing for the 4A regional against Memorial. That's always a big rivalry over there. But they're a really good team. They play good defense, and Southridge went over there a couple of years ago and won the regional game, so I'm sure they'll be ready to play when they make the trip to Huntingburg on Saturday. And that was my next thing. The game is Saturday, right? Yeah, Saturday at 5 p.m.
5 p.m. Everyone be there at the Raider Field, and and also let Raider people know that in the Evansville Courier, Levi Knight comes up for Player of the Week. Go vote for him.
Yeah, he's very well deserving. He's having a great senior year and just been a really good player for Southridge this year.
Well, Kurt, first of all, it's at home, so who will be joining you this week?
It'll be John. John Schneider will be with me, and should be a lot of fun out there. 5 o'clock start, play about half of it in daylight, and, it's the only game in the state on Saturday. The rest of them are going to be on Friday, so I'm sure it'll get a lot of eyeballs on it, and a lot of area fans come out and enjoy the game. It should be really good.
Well, Kurt, go Raiders.
Yeah, go Southridge.
And you've been listening to the Scott Buening Show on the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Russell Communications. We'll be back right after these messages from our sponsors.
Hey everyone, Joey Chestnut here, world champion competitive eater. I follow Southwest Indiana Sports Network, and if you're hungry for sports, you should follow them too.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
And welcome back to the Scott Buening Show. And Coach, last week, you of course won sectional versus Heritage Hills, but Lawrenceburg, your opponent this week, won sectional last week against Batesville, 33-7. Why don't you review that game for us?
Yeah. Lawrenceburg, they've won 4 straight sectionals. This is their 4th in a row. They've really got a stronghold. they in East Central High School, which is a 4A program over there, they've pretty well owned that area for quite a while. They've become very dominant. They've had 7 or 8 shutouts this year. They've outside of their one loss, which was 2 East Central, they've only given up 33 points all year, and that's in 11 wins, and that's incredible. They're strong, they're physical, they're confident, they're very well coached. I mean, you just can go on and on about all the positives about their team and program. They graduated quite a few kids last year. They had a kid, we played them in 2020, and we were able to get a win in 2020, but, they graduated kids last year. They had a receiver go to Ball State. They had a lineman go to Notre Dame. They've got some of those caliber kids. This year they look different. That was a really accomplished class they had. But they're still effective. They've got 2 tremendous athletes, number 4 and number 7, who are both, they get them the ball in a lot of different ways. They run the ball a lot. They've got an offensive line that I think is as good as we've seen this year. And the two backs that they have that they get used in a lot of different positions, very athletic, very, very athletic. They're fast. They can really run. They have good instincts with the ball. And so that's, you put that combination of their offense and the explosiveness they have offensively combined with, a defense that can really run. They're stout, they're strong, and they don't have a lot of weaknesses in their personnel, and their scheme is sound, and they do some things offensively to try to hide a lot of what they're doing, and it really is a challenge. So we're looking forward to the challenge. We believe with great challenge comes great opportunity, and that's what we're looking at Saturday.
And Lawrenceburg being a little ways away from Huntingburg, you guys have graciously decided to play on Saturday. Walk through that time for us.
Well, they were good to us when we went over there in 2020, and that is such a drive. I actually, my family, for about 7 years, we lived about 10 minutes from Lawrenceburg High School when I was a teacher and coach at East Central High School, and so we've made that trip over here numerous times, and that's a long way. So I'm certainly happy. I think we're all happy we're playing at home this time, and at least don't have to make that trip. But yeah, that should be fun. We're the only game on Saturday, I think, in the state even. I'm not positive about that, but I'm pretty sure in the area we're the only team playing. And so, a Saturday, late afternoon, early evening game, I think will be fun. We're excited. We're really looking forward to it. Winning a sectional is really the first main goal we have as a program, and that's a big goal for us every year, and we've accomplished that, and so we're excited now about turning the page and now trying to go get a regional championship.
And in the other regional, in regional number 15, Monrovia will be playing Owen Valley, and we're not trying to look ahead, but we got to win first. What are the scenarios on way at home and away for the following week?
That's a great question. I actually have no idea. I haven't even looked to see how that scenario might play out. So, I really haven't. So I don't actually have any idea how that plays out. I think they've got it on one of the websites, but I haven't even looked yet, so I'm really not even sure.
Well, Coach, good luck this week and go win a regional.
All right. Thanks, Joe. We appreciate it.
And you're listening to the Scott Buening Show on the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milling Bros for Communications. We'll talk to you next week.
You have been listening to the Scott Buening Show. Join us every week to learn more about Southridge Raider football. This week's show has been brought to you by Milligan Communications, Street Dreams, and the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brosmer Communications. See you next week.